There is little question that the field of recreation is growing rapidly. 70 years ago, nylon ropes made rock climbing safer and more accessible. 60 years ago, the first woman to complete a thru hike of the Appalachian Trail did so at the age of 67. And in the 90s, Costa Rica placed its first zip line in the rainforest canopy. This growth has extended to the field of adventure tourism. Of every move getting harder. In the United States, an adventurer does not have to look far to find their fix of the outdoors. The State Department even has a list of online resources and contacts to help people get outside. Tourism is the third largest industry in the U.S. This statistic is paralleled in Costa Rica, which is ranked in the top 60 for tourist destinations. In 2008 alone, international tourists brought in more than $2.1 billion in revenue to Costa Rica. That number continues to grow as Costa Rican officials boast a 4.6% annual growth rate in the tourism industry for 2011. Adventure tourism shares the same basic concept as most other types of tourism, but it stakes its claim among those who crave a little more than sightseeing. Costa Rica's main form of tourism is ecotourism, which focuses on education. This type of tourism helps the local people by giving them an economic well-being, while showcasing the landscape and providing alternatives to mainstream tourism.
There are places that they are more into the adventure tourism. There are places like this which is more ecotourism. The adventure or the adrenaline places, they're supposed to take you, you're gonna have a great time of course, but they are mainly into that. The ecotourism places, they are more into show you something and teach you something more, like Hacienda do. It's not the same just to take you on a zip line, walking up or on a car, do the cables and come back. Then if we explain the whole thing as we are going up, and we explain the things and what's happening in there. That's something that attracts a lot of people to Costa Rica actually.
Many outfitters in Costa Rica will blend adventure tourism with ecotourism to allow their customers to have a unique experience and gain more understanding of different ecosystems. Costa Rica is a perfect place for adventure tourism. 25% of its land is dedicated to conservation and national parks. International adventure tourists often travel with an outfitter. This eases travel arrangements and allows groups to bond in a way that they wouldn't in traditional tourist settings.
I like to do this introduction to the trip when I do the orientation and talk about a group of women writers who went down the Grand Canyon, and they were each asked to write a essay. And most of the essays were pretty forgettable, but there was one that really stuck with me, and that's where this writer coined the term, "We became a short-term tribe." And I really think that's what happens with these groups. We instantly become a we and a they. We're working together. It's not about who gets to the top first, it's about whether we all get to the top together. Or maybe we don't get to the top, but we're together doing it.
rainforest doesn't have an expansive raw beauty, but it does inspire the imagination unlike any other ecosystem. As Costa Rica continues to be a worldwide leader in ecotourism and adventure travel, so will its landscapes continue to impress.